Welcome back to Alabama Live. We've got the folks from the Alabama Shakespeare in the studio getting ready for its next production, chronicling the events of a fateful summer when a family traveled from Michigan to Alabama. So the performance is called The Watsons Go to Birmingham. This is Keith Arthur Bolden, who is the director of the show, and this is also the director of the artistic director of Alabama Shakespeare Festival, Quinn Gresham. Let's talk a little bit about just why we would want to do a show like this, The Watsons Go to Birmingham. We know Michigan and Alabama are probably nothing at all alike.
There's a distance between those two, and I think, I don't know about you, but anytime anybody threatens to tell a story where they make history come to life, I'm dubious.
Okay.
I admire the goal, but I think it's tricky, and I think one of the great things about this stage adaptation of the book is it takes a story about a awful historical moment, but contextualizes it with an actual living, breathing family.
Yeah.
And it allows us into that moment, a better understanding of that moment, because we experience it through a recognizable family.
I think there's something very powerful when we can personalize a story and we can identify with the people who are experiencing what happened. Walk us through, without giving away too much, walk us through the story.
Oh man, so there's a family, it's really cold in Flint, and they have a child named Byron, who's kind of a juvenile delinquent. And back in the day, when you got in trouble with your parents, we're gonna send you down south to your grandmama. And so that's exactly what happens in this story. And so we travel with this family to the south in the 60s. You know, there's not a lot of rest stops for African Americans on the road, so we're using guides to help us find safe places to stop. And then we get to Birmingham, we meet Grandma. And so we're back home with the roots of the family. And this is a devastating event. It revolves around the bombing of the church in '63 in Birmingham. And so what we've talked about from the first day of rehearsal is finding the joy in the pain. Is that there's always going to be pain in life, but sometimes we get to fight and find the joy in it, and the family does that, and they find a bond with each other. And actually, well, I won't even give it away. You got to come see.
Don't give too much
come see
away,
what happens to Byron.
Of course, we want to see it. What types of experiences, though, will we walk through with this family?
Well, I think one of the things, again, that makes this place so unique is that in the creation of this family, you're presented with a very universal experience in a way. I mean, there are moments in this family's life that I recognize from every family road trip I ever went on.
100%.
Fighting with my siblings in the back seat.
Actually, when I read the play, that's what actually drew me to it.
Listen, if that dad doesn't say, I'm about to pull this car over,
exactly.
I'm going to be disappointed.
Exactly. And then the sibling rivalry, right? So I have two younger sons, 7 and 12, Kingston and Kingsley, who fight all the time.
Okay.
And so this is a little therapeutic for me, and they're going to see it next week, and it'll be therapeutic. Oh, I see us in the story.
Yes.
And how do we get through this? So yeah, there's a lot of common stories like that in the play.
I love how you said, though, that a lot of it is finding some joy in the pain. What I love about almost all of the Alabama Shakespeare productions is that we do take away, while the story is great in itself, we usually take away some bigger lessons, some lessons that go far beyond the story that we just watched, and 100%. We can usually apply 100%. In our everyday lives.
100%.
We hope that's 100%. How it works.
It is.
Turn off the lights on a group of people and invite them to go on a journey, and you cannot help but have a sense of empathy as you connect with the story as it goes along.
And connect with people in the audience after the show to have discussions, and that's how you start to find intersections with each other. You know, no matter your demographic, after the show, you go into the lobby and you start talking about the things that you find in common.
Yes, so many of us have so much more in common than we ever really imagined. How can we see the show? When does it take the stage?
Hey! It opens February 6th, so that is just
right around the corner.
About a week away.
Yeah, we're ready.
Yeah, you are ready.
We're ready.
And it runs through February 23rd. If you would like to get tickets, and I encourage people to do it. It's really a terrific production. Visit our website at asf.net. You can read all about the show. Buy your tickets right there online, and it is a special show being presented in the intimate environment of the Octagon Theater. I think it's a perfect place for this particular show.
Yeah, and tickets are selling fast. So,
okay, good to know. Yeah. The Watsons Go to Birmingham.
They're going.
Starts February 6th at the Alabama Shakespeare Festival. We might as well go along with them.
Come on.
Thanks, guys, for coming in.